I'm kind of nervous. I was actually enjoying the show and forgot I had to come up. So I wrote some notes while I was doing this, but you know what? You don't look the same either. Let me get that out of the way. I know. Yeah. All right, so I don't really have topical news stories, but I do. Ronnie James Dio just died today. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm the guy telling you, fuck. How was the show? Dio died. Yeah, Dio died, and Bret Michaels pulled through. Kind of makes you think that maybe there isn't a Satan. Bret Michaels is always, he's been in a near coma state after he had a hemorrhage in his brain, and people are saying that he's a fighter and how brave he is. First of all, let me say, I'm bald. I'll cop to it, right? There's a People magazine story. He's shirtless, he's got tubes in him, and he's got a bandana on. Apparently, as he was laying there close to death, his rosebud was bandana. She's saying bandana. All right, I don't really have topical material. I was watching the show. I can tell you this. I worked with Betty White once, and she's a cunt. Real cunt. Trying to get me fired off the show. I was on the spin-off of Golden Girls, and she really hated the cut of my jib. And everything I did, she hated my hair. She hated, honey, are you really gonna do it that way? And they were all really mean to Estelle Getty, who was really sweet. They're all picking on her because she had the Emmy. All right, this has nothing to do with material, but I knew Betty White was a real animal freak, so I'd hide outside of her trailer and go, because she loves dogs. And she'd always come out, there's like, someone has a schnauzer. Like, she would have been nicer to the dog than me. All right, so let me jump back into material. I don't know where to go. You know what's sad? All my material that's topical is actually, I think he broke the mic. I have a Michael Bolton story. I once was dragged off stage during a Michael Bolton show. Is it better with or without the mic? It's not even on? I was one of the screaming comics in the 80s, so they used to... They don't always give us a mic. So I was on a benefit once, and Michael Bolton was the headliner, and I was like, wow, I'm never gonna have this kind of access to Michael Bolton, right? So pretend this is Michael Bolton, like pretend it's fucking up some black song, and I had like a backstage pass, and I walked out on stage, and I just grabbed Michael Bolton, I just started dry humping him. This is a true story. And then I got tackled by his road crew. And they dragged me off stage, and what the fuck is wrong with you? Michael's gonna be mad. I'm like, does this mean no softball game tomorrow? And then I go, look, I'm really sorry, I'll apologize. And then I ran around the entire venue, and then I came out through the other side, and I didn't make it past the kick drum that time, but they tackled me right away. All right, I digress. I don't know why you'd want to go to Arizona. You know, boycotting it's like boycotting the Inland Empire. Like, teabaggers, really? Really? Like, at the meeting? Whatever. We're gonna be teabaggers. There wasn't one? All right, one guy going, no, we really don't want, why? You shoot down everything. We wanted to be the fisters. And, yeah. I wish I was super smart and I could figure out a way to, when you vote for American Idol, it turns the battery in your phone into an explosive device. I don't want these people to die. I just want them to have a burn on their face in the shape of a battery. And if I see you coming, I go, oh, I don't have to talk to you at all. You voted for American Idol. There's not a goddamn thing you're gonna say to me that's gonna improve the quality of my life. We're a weird country because people were upset. If Jesse James had cheated on Sandra Bullock with someone like Julia Roberts, people wouldn't have been upset. But the media in the United States, if you went to the BBC, they were a little bit more concerned about her being a white supremacist, not that she had tattoos. I like women with tattoos. My wife is covered with tattoos. But you know, she lost me on the white power on her calves. It was WP. And then she goes, that doesn't stand for white power. It stands for wet pussy. And I'm like, oh, good save. I'm not a white supremacist. My vagina's leaky. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, classing it up. Being a California resident, I'm a little nervous about white supremacists, seeing that Schwarzenegger's father and grandfather were Nazis. I think you should probably have to skip a generation of Nazi before you hold office in the United States. I know you shouldn't blame the son for the father's deeds, but my father served in the war. My dad he was in the Corps of Engineers, and you want to know what he did in the Army? Okay, I'll tell you. He shot at Arnold Schwarzenegger's Nazi fucking dad. That's what he did. If my dad was a better shot, there wouldn't have been a kindergarten cop. I started laughing because my dad, he was brave, and he was brave, whatever. But no, like, Brent Michaels is brave. He's a good fighter. He's so brave, he won't take off his bandana. I'm saying, like, look, I was in the hospital for almost an entire month. Was I brave? No, I was high the entire fucking time. And if you said, you want to die, or are you a fighter? I go, I'm a fighter. Yeah, you're just a gelatinous fucking glob while you're there. Firemen, they're fighters. Rock stars? Comedians? All right, let me jump back. I don't know why he's a brave fighter. I don't know. I haven't been watching the Donald Trump program. All right, I'm going to build to a peak now. This will be a little bit Hollywood story and then my real life story, but it's all real life. I was in a store in Melrose, and I don't know Kirsten Dunst. Is this mic even on?
No.
Oh, okay. It's like Pavlov's Comedian, though. I still gravitate to it. The same problem at Ralph. I saw Dice Clay at Staples, not Staples Center. I saw him in a Staples. Not working, but I'm like, who's that fat guy over there that looks like Dice Clay the way he's dressed? I go, oh, it's Dice Clay. And then I took a picture of him with my cell phone, which became really meta if someone took a picture of me taking a picture of Dice Clay. Emo. That would have been weird if Emo was behind me. Wow, what the fuck? All right. So I was in a store. It's a true story. I'll end with this. It's two stories. And I don't know Kirsten Dunst, the young gal who was in the Spider-Man movies, right? And also in 16 and Pregnant. I watch a lot of Lifetime. Your movie's on. So she was in front of me, and nobody else was in the store, and she drops this vase, and she almost shatters it, right? And the guy behind the counter, like if you or I did that, they'd go, hey, careful, but the guy goes, are you okay? And I go, I pooped a little. Now, it's a true story. Even as I said it, I go, oh, you're a fucking idiot. Oh my God. Like, clearly I was trying to make her laugh. I go, I pooped a little, yeah. That's a true story. And she looked at me like I had, you know what I mean? Like clearly, hey, I know you're in your early 20s and I'm 47. I'm just got a little flirty here. I made you laugh. Oh, speaking of a little flirty, this is a true story. You're all too young for this, but I had a really drunk young girl come up to me at a show, and she was flirting with me, which is weird to begin with. But this is true. She goes, if you came home with me right now, I would fuck you all night. And I was like, oh, that sounds horrible. It really does. When you're my age, you'll get. And I was like, oh, maybe if we fucked once and then cuddled, or you made me food or something. But, that's not good. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, I'll fuck you all night. Oh, sweet shit. No.